Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Welcome to Facts and Two Cents. I hope you all are doing great, having a great Monday. Welcome to the start of the week. Um, today was supposed to be our call-in, and unfortunately, today I had was out helping one of my friends. Had a last-minute issue that needed help with, and I ran off and helped, and completely messed up my schedule for the rest of the day. And so, needless to say, I came back and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to do my call-in show tomorrow, and do one that I already had, like, sort of prepared and all of that stuff. So we'll do a call in tomorrow. I apologize if you were, today waiting to call in. Schedule just kind of got crazy. And at this hour, the potential for noise, everybody's home and all of that stuff right now to do a live, I will have to mute myself quite a few times because it tends to be a little rowdy in here sometimes. So tomorrow when it's, during the day when it's quiet, I can do a live. And so I apologize again. But what some wonderful things are happening. We are all still in Invictus mode. We're all going through withdrawals, I'm sure, because we're used to getting all of that stuff every morning. We wake up and then we see Harry and Meghan and they're doing something wonderful. And so we're going to be going through withdrawals for a bit until Harry or Meghan decide to grace us with their presence again or share with us some work that they're doing. So in the meantime, we can, relive the memories of I always keep wanting to say the Hague, of Dusseldorf. And I love these pictures. I love these pictures. The first picture, I think this was when they went to Canada House, I think, and Meghan wore this beautiful dress. I'm like, oh my goodness, it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And of course, the photo in the middle is our Netherlands crew, and the little one on the floor looks like walking around. I think it's a little he walking around is the little baby that Meghan, when at the Hague, Meghan gave the mom her coat to cover him up, and I think that's the little one down there. And you'll remember the gentleman in the wheelchair. That's the vet in the wheelchair. He's the one who was in the bed at the Hague, who, he got sick and he had to be hospitalized and could not take part in the basketball game. And, as was planned. So they wheeled him in there in his bed. And you'll also remember him as when Harry was doing the promo with the orange outfit. He was one in the promo as well. And so very happy that they were able to travel over to Germany and be a part of the games and then reconnect with Harry and Meghan. It was so wonderful to see that photo. I was like, oh my gosh, you kind of feel like you know them. And then, of course, the cute one with the mascot, with Harry and Meghan having fun with the mascot. And so and just really wonderful memories. Again, going through withdrawals. So the best thing to do with withdrawals is pull out those pictures and relive those wonderful moments. And I swear to you, I feel like I'm doing that all the time now, just going through those pictures and smiling. It's like, oh, faves, who I'm assuming are back in California now with their little ones. But before they went, we got this afternoon, as we thought would happen. That Meghan, because she did this at the Hague as well, that she would go off and meet with some organization for girls. And we talked about, I think we mentioned that yesterday. And so this fell today that she did went and visit a home for girls. And the first time we heard about it was Katarina posted it, and then I went on the side that I think it's called Tribe Cafe site and saw it there. They have it in their reel as well. It says Meghan paid a visit to Tribe Cafe in Dusseldorf. Tribe Cafe is a refugee for young women and girls in need, and here she is pictured with a woman called Aylin I Demir. could be how she says it. I don't know. German squaddies could correct me. Um, I think this is something I'm going to focus on, learning how to pronounce names. And so that will be one of my big things. So you'll see my progress as I try to pronounce names. But this is her at the Center for Girls. And I just thought it was just not surprising, because I honestly expected, and I figured just like it happened at The Hague, it'll be a couple of days, or at The Hague, it was quite a little while before we knew anything about it. This at least is a couple of days or a day. So I'm not sure when she visited the center. But they posted it today. And so it's just wonderful to see. Again, this is so Meghan. It's exactly what she would do, is what we thought she was going to do. Didn't know where, but it's just wonderful that she was able to find a center in Dusseldorf where she could go and visit. And I just thought it was such a cute picture with the little girl there. I don't know what they're doing and what she's showing her or taking out, not sure. But, just it's really, really sweet. And, this is a little bit about the cafe. It's, they say cafe and you think like, oh, I'm going for coffee. No, this is a shelter for homeless girls. It says, our Trebe Cafe for girls in particular certain life situations. Trebe Cafe, a refugee for girls and young women. If you couldn't stand it at home anymore, packed your things and are now sleeping with friends or acquaintances or simply on the streets? Did you lose your apartment, or did your parents throw you out? Maybe you're just thinking about leaving home, but don't know where to go. Men are not allowed here. As a young girl or woman, it is particularly difficult if you are in such a situation, because life on the street is hard and violent. It is important to have at least one place where men are not allowed, where you can get shelter from the rain or cold, where there is a shower and something warm to eat, and women who will listen to you without conditions and will help you if necessary. You no longer know what to do next. Not sure what that means there, the bottom there, but I love this. I love this plain language it's in. Obviously I have to translate it to English, but I love how it speaks to the heart, because it just speaks to someone either who runs away or who just fall into a situation where they no longer have a secure place to be, and a secure place to have a shower, or to have some food or whatever, or just to have some counsel as to where to go in life. And so it is just wonderful that she was able to find this cafe right there in Dusseldorf and be able to visit them and actually shed light to them. As you can see, you can donate. I will put a link to it in our show notes. So if you'd like to donate to the cafe, please feel free to go ahead and do it. Again, as always, do your research and do your due diligence with before you donate your hard-earned funds. And again, and if you're moved after that, definitely go ahead and support this organization. So it just is wonderful to know that that's you wish it didn't have to be there, where people have a home and they are safe and all of those things. But if you're in those situations, it's also great to know that this is available. So that is really, really wonderful. So I look forward to hearing more about it. Don't know if we'll hear more about it, but I do look forward to maybe Archwell would post something. Don't know. Hopefully. I actually haven't checked out Archwell in a few days, so maybe I should go over there and see if they posted something about it. I'll do that after. So what else is happening? Oh my goodness, the impact of Invictus. It's so wonderful to see how, the athletes are just beside themselves, over the moon, all of those things about their experience at the game. So BBC Sports basically spoke to one of the Nigerian participants of the games, and it says Invictus Games 2023 Nigeria debut supported by Meghan shows power of sports to help African veterans. And so these are little clips from the article. It says, when peacemaker Azur Bulam suffered life-changing injuries while serving Nigeria in combat, little did he know that 3 years later, he'd be wearing a gold medal around his neck. He was a part of Nigeria delegation at the 2023 Invictus Games in Dusseldorf, the first time an African nation had participated. And this is some of what he said. He says, I feel so good. I feel great. I feel powerful because I am the first one African Invictus medalist. The single-legged amputee told the BBC Focus on Africa podcast. For the 27-year-old, winning powerlifting gold in the 69-kilogram category was a massive moment. I made my country proud. I made Africa proud. I made the armed forces of Nigeria proud. Everybody keeps congratulating me for making them proud, and it's putting a smile on my face. And for me to let the world know that there is ability in disability. With an injury, I still made it. And it's just so powerful. And I mean, talk about the Invictus spirit, man. This is just awesome. And so congratulations, Peacemaker. You know, it was such a joy to just see that. I mean, they were the life of the life of the games. And so it's so wonderful to see him get his gold medal in powerlifting. So yes, and this is him too. And also because I thought there was someone else at a silver, but no, it was a bronze. And at the bottom you can see Nigeria picked up 2 medals at Dusseldorf, winning gold through powerlifting, peacemaker Azur Bulam, and bronze in table tennis thanks to Dazi Goza. So awesome. And Oki Elias, I think he's one of the captains, but he definitely has been doing a lot of their social media. And so he posted this today. He says, the game may be over, but the impact lingers on. It has given us a newfound purpose and redefined direction in life. I mean, money can't buy that. Money cannot buy that. And so I just look forward to seeing all the great things these incredible men will be doing, whether they'll go back to another games or they'll, branch off and do whatever wonderful thing they're doing with their newfound fame and their newfound medals. And, so it just, and of course they have the support of Invictus. They have, Better Up. They have all of the resources from Invictus that there is no reason why they can't go on to great things. So I look forward to seeing what they will come up with next. So kudos, gentlemen, you were amazing. And this is so cute. Oh my goodness. This is just adorable. This guy, Chizzy, he posted this today, and I was just like, oh my goodness. He said, a very proud mom, 100. Well in, Johnny. That's Johnny Ball at the bottom there. And apparently this turned out to be this lady. I don't know where he found the post, but it seems Johnny Ball's mom posted this comment, and this is what it says. It says, what an amazing time I spent at the Invictus Games. First of all, having a happy birthday message sent to me from some of the UK team. What a lovely surprise. Watching the opening ceremony with my family with over 500 athletes from 59 countries. Oh, really 21 countries. That was part of it. Parading the arena, the smile of pride on all their faces was heartwarming to see. The powerlifting was the highlight for me. To see my Johnny Ball win a bronze medal when he walked on to receive his medal, I was the proudest mom in the arena. The indoor rowing competition had so many competitors in all the types in all types of categories, Johnny did well and achieved his personal best in 1 minute and 4 minute row. The wheelchair rugby was great to watch. UK won a silver medal. I returned home Wednesday evening, so I didn't see Jonathan's cycle event. He was also pleased with his result. It is 4 years since he cycled before his accident. The days I spent at Dusseldorf at the Invictus Games was so humbling. I witnessed determination, pride, sweat, tears, and most of all, camaraderie between competitors from all over the world. I am sure many lifelong friends were made. I know that I will take the few days spent with these wonderful people in my memory forever. Most of all, my son winning a bronze medal. That's my boy. And I just thought that is so cool. And that's her son, Johnny, Johnny Ball. And Johnny is on social media, he's on Twitter. So he's, you'll see his posts. I think he's been posting a lot about the games. And he did this interview that was so amazing with this HMFM news, and he was talking about Prince Harry. He just loves Prince Harry. He's like, look, where we as far as our team, he's like, Prince Harry could do no wrong. And he was talking about how impacted the games has been to him, especially when Prince Harry's speech, his opening speech, when Prince Harry talked about the wearing the flag on your chest. He's like, and Prince Harry said, look down. And he said, I felt like every single veteran in that room looked down at the same time, and looking down with pride and feelings about the flag on their uniform. And of course, Harry upended all that and pretty much upended that in the final, in his closing speech about, yes, that is important. Yes, that is great to have it, but that shouldn't be where your confidence and your self-worth and all of that stuff reside. You have in you what you need. And so, but he was just, bowled over by Prince Harry and what he's done for the veterans. And so it's just wonderful. But I just thought it was the cutest thing to see his mom commenting just about how impacting it was for her as, as a family. And also, just to see her boy win a medal and how proud she was. She's like, that's my boy. I love it. I love it. And this is the kind of support that these men and women need. And, and as they have gotten from their families. So it's just wonderful to see. I thought I'd share that. And, everybody's been tweeting about this moment, the last couple of days when Prince Harry spoke about Corporal James Gendron and the bagpipes. And it's so wild. Misan Harriman tweeted about it. He said, obviously he was there. He said, such a powerful moment of recognition and healing. We were all in tears. Thank you for your service, Corporal James Gendron. And if you look at the bottom in the highlights, that his tweet got over 1.1 million views. And one is very, and obviously so many people are, are recognizing that and tweeting about it, is the silence of the British press. It's been complete mute. And that's why I'm like, when there is positive things to report, they go on mute, especially when it has to do with the Sussexes. They press the mute button. That is why we need to press the mute button on them. And so Misan, a little while later tweeted, actually he tweeted the video of Harry's speech yesterday, and then today he realized, like, oh my goodness, that thing got over 1 million views. And so today he tweeted, says, 1 million views. Would be great to see the UK press cover such an extraordinary moment of healing. So far, it's been tumbleweeds. Yeah, they pressed the mute button. They are not touching it. Why? Because people, it will change their narrative. And of course, they don't want their narrative changed. We saw today with all this, and I'm not even going to go into all the negativity that some in the press were throwing at especially Meghan today. And it was disgusting. And so, it just is, yeah, highly, highly disgusting. And so, yeah, they're not going to acknowledge this because again it will change your narrative. But the good thing about it is more and more people, again, it's over 1 million views for just this clip, and more people are realizing what they are and what they're doing. So that is all good. So but thank you, Misan. And yes, it's just, I mean, it's hard for you not to get emotional when he talks about those caskets. And Harry talked about bagpipes, and I meant to Harry mentioned a lot about bagpipes in Spare, and I meant to bring in the passage about Spare, one of the passages when he talks about bagpipes, when, just when he found out that Princess Diana died, and the bagpipes that was playing outside. And so, yeah, I meant to bring it in and I forgot. So maybe next time. Let's see. What else is happening? Teams are going home, and they are receiving heroes welcome at home, and one of those teams is Ukraine. So they got home today, and so, or maybe it was yesterday, I don't know, I think it's probably today. They got home to a heroes welcome. You see all these people in the square welcoming them home, and this girl, Yulia Seidel, she tweeted, says, Liev, Lviv, I don't know, maybe that's how you said Lviv, welcomes the heroes of Invictus Games. In total, the Ukraine team won 34 medals, 12 of them gold. And so they're coming home to a heroes welcome. People are, I mean, look at these kids, so proud. And so they are just celebrating with Team Ukraine. And it's so wonderful to see just the support that they're getting, that people in the community are just celebrating and welcoming them back as heroes. And it's just really, really wonderful to see. It's like, yeah, Ukraine. So yeah, I look forward to seeing other teams welcome home into their country as well. And one of those people was Tyra. You can see here with the few times that she, hung out with Harry and Meghan, and it's just really great. I love the picture at the bottom, and the picture. Oh, I don't know why. There's always one of these. One of these things that gets so stretched out that I could hardly read it, and I'm like, why? There's always one, And so it's really wild to I don't know why it does that, but she really talked about gratitude to Prince Harry for his contribution and support to our cause and our exchanges. I can't even read the thing. Prince Harry is truly, basically she is just grateful. She's really just grateful for Prince Harry, because I can't read the thing. It is so stretched out. I'm like, why does it do that? And then she talked about Meghan. She's like, Meghan is even more beautiful in person than she is in photos. And so many people say that all the time, that she really is a stunning, stunning woman, and that she's more beautiful. Of course, we see how Harry looks at her. So yes, we know. We know, Yulia, we know. But it's so great to see that they have developed this really close bond, and also close bond with her daughter. So I look forward to more stuff from them. And so, yeah. And she tweeted some other stuff as well that I thought, was also important. She said this week, and these three tweets, she says, this week, it has been extraordinary and joyous, but my thoughts keep returning to those who suffer in Russian captivity and the warriors defending our land. At the opening ceremony, I remembered my fallen comrades, and it felt like they were right there with us. And of course, obviously in Ukraine, the war is still going on. And when she got released, there were a lot of Ukrainians still in Russian prison. So she got released on the prisoner exchange thing, but there are a lot of people, including women, that are still captive in Russia. So, understood that she'd be thinking of them. The tweet in the bottom, she says, Ukrainian team um, at the IG 23 is absolutely amazing. Have you heard about the sensational number of medals these incredible individuals are bringing back to Ukraine? I am proud to say that among those medals are two that belong to me: silver in swimming and bronze in archery. So, congratulations again. Last year, she was in a prison. This year, she is in Dusseldorf and winning medals. How amazing! Her this final tweet, she says, "Beyond grateful beyond words for the incredible support of the Invictus Games 23. Together, we showcase the power of the human spirit. My heart always aches for Ukrainians captured by Russia and those at the front. Thank you for support." And so, yeah, it just, it breaks your heart because, again, they are leaving the games in this wonderful week and returning back to a war zone, and it was wonderful to see all the people out in the square just celebrating and, their return and treating them as heroes. And so, yeah, but again, just thinking back, yeah, this actually still is a war zone. So, yeah, very, very, it definitely tugs at the heart. What else is happening? Talk about returning, and I lost the video. The Colombian team, they returned to Colombia yesterday to this hero's welcome, and they had like television cameras and all of that stuff that greeted them, and people greeted them at the airport as they came off the flight. And it's just so great to see, the community just celebrate them. They did amazing. So the first one, it says, Esta hora, the ESC Embassy Pagoda and the Drive Terranos offered an act of welcome and recognition to members of Team Colombia who represented us at Invictus DE. And the next post, basically it says, with a Cordoban on board, the Colombian delegates of military forces that left the Invictus Games Germany won 53 medals. I'm like, whoa, Colombia, they just got there. Their first time, and they walked away with 53 medals, and just about every sport they got medals. It is amazing. Talk about taking to something like fish to water, including a lot of them swimming. Amazing. They just blew it out of the park. It's just wonderful, absolutely wonderful that they just got there and they were just made a beeline for the big leagues. So kudos and congratulations to Colombia. And when I find that video, I'll post it. I just someone posted it and I thought I saved it or bookmarked it and I cannot find it. I was like, where's the video? I know I saw it. So when I do, I will post it in our community page. So look at the, I don't read German, but I recognize the word triumph. I recognize the word triumph in Dusseldorf. Ein Triumph in Dusseldorf. And so it is wonderful. The German press have gone gaga for Harry and Meghan, of course, has completely confused the British press because a lot of the German press, especially their tabloids, will always just take the lies from the British press. And so the British press recently, they have been a bit befuddled as to why there is no negative coverage on the Sussexes, and all the papers are only reporting positive things about the Sussexes. So they have been very, very confused in Shutter Island as to why this is. And it's like, well, there's nothing negative to report. It's only positive. Maybe get with the program, just saying, but it's just as wonderful to see just everyone talking about what a success, what a triumph it is. And of course, Meghan's outfit is like, oh, and Harry's big confidence. And, I can't get over how confident Harry has become, again, even from The Hague last year. You can taste and cut the nerves with a knife. It was so present. And this time it's just like, nope, I'm just, And it's so amazing to see the growth and the confidence with which he speaks and walk and love and just hug and whatever it is he's doing. And it just is wonderful to see. It's wonderful to see a young man develop in this way. And so kudos to him. Kudos to his wife who has been there and supporting in every way. I mean, gosh, talk about just coming and just, I'm just here to serve and I'm just here to support, so it was wonderful. It's been wonderful to see them. And of course that kicks the British narrative back, back at them with their horrible narratives that they had about the Sussexes, that they just, one of the reasons why they're mute. Their narrative got, slapped back in their faces. And, that they are sitting around trying to come up with another one, as Prince Harry said. They do not report the news. They create lies and then report those lies as the news, which is exactly what the British press does. And before we end, a little bit of Suits. Suits is number one. Yes, water is wet and fish is in the ocean. Suits is number one. Of course it is number one. What else is going to be number one? We are used to Suits being number one, so of course it's number one. The Hollywood Reporter is reporting, says the legal drama, which streams on Netflix and Peacock, was the top title in Nielsen weekly rankings for the ninth consecutive week. It more than doubled the viewing time total of its second place show, the Netflix's Painkiller. The total viewing time for Suits, however, slipped below 3 billion minutes for the first time since the week of June 19th to 25th. So, to still, it dipped below 3 billion minutes for the first time since the week of June 19th to 25th. To a still very strong 2.8 billion. So it slipped from over 3 billion to a 2.8 billion minutes. The series has set a Nielsen record for the most consecutive weeks over 3 billion minutes and 3 billion minutes of viewing at 7. Oh, okay, so the consecutive weeks is 7, where they were over 3 billion. Okay, I'm just making sure I understood what I was reading. Only 2 other shows, The Outer Banks and The Night Agent, have hit that mark in 2023, and for only 1 week each. I mean, Suits is just, it's unreal what this show has done. Gosh, it was over 3 billion minutes viewing time for 7 straight weeks. And these other shows, these brand new shows, have only reached 3 billion one time, 1 week. And it's just unbelievable. I love this. Peacock actually posted this. I didn't post what they wrote about it, but they posted this picture that says, "I'm pretty much a legal superhero." And apparently they said it was, maybe she was mimicking Mike or something, but they're like, but it's true. And she is. I mean, so many people are watching Suits because of Meghan, to truth be told. And so, yeah, she is a legal superhero. And very sad news, actually. One of that happened yesterday, not to go out on a side note, but one of their cast members passed away. He apparently played Harvey's brother on the show. I haven't seen that far yet, but the guy apparently played Harvey's brother. Apparently he was like a soap star as well, but he passed away. And they said leading up to his death, he had a lot of depression and stuff like that. I'm telling you, we need to really take care of our mental health, because so many people are going that way. And I don't know how he died. I don't know what the circumstances are. I don't think they made it public, but that was mentioned that he was going through a issue with his mental health. And so I don't know, I know Aaron Kosh, who is the creator of Suits, he put out he tweeted about it, and the sadness for the entire cast and crew. So please pray for this family. And unfortunately, I I didn't think about, I only literally just thought about it now. And so if I did think about it, then I would have brought in his name and all of that stuff. And I did not. So maybe I will post it in our community page. So please pray for the cast and crew. I'm sure they're all mourning that loss. So, but tomorrow we are going to go and we are going to talk about what we got. We're going to do the call in tomorrow, but before we go, a little bit more photos. And here's another one that's stretched out again. I don't know why that happens. Some of them work, some of them don't, but just a little bit more photos of Meghan with the kids. We saw a couple of them, and at least the one in the right shoe, like some parents were there as well, as part of the time reading with Meghan. And they as a group took a picture. At least the kids took a picture with Meghan. And of course we see the picture at the bottom is with her reading at The Hague last year. So it seems like Meghan, this is going to be her traditional thing. She's going to be with the kids, and she's going to be doing a reading time with them, and she's going to meet up with a group of young people, or a young people's group or center in the community. And I love that she does that. And it's like we see all the photos of her and Harry with just about all the teams and officials. And I mean, they must have taken like a million photos and selfies and all of these things. I mean, talk about spreading yourself and giving to everyone as they have need, but it's wonderful that she was able to take some time out and be able to spend some time with the kids, and then went off to that home. And so, or that center. So kudos to Meghan. I just love her. I love how she works. I mean, it's so who she is. She doesn't change. It is who she is, the core of who she is. It's just that we are squatties now, so we know her. So it was like, yep, she's going to do something like this. It's absolutely, absolutely wonderful to see. So yeah, but anyways, that's it. I think that's all I got. And thank you guys so much. Again, I apologize for not doing the call in today. We'll do it tomorrow. Again, my schedule is just got haywire today, helping my friend, but all is well with that. So I'm as happy I got a chance to help, but it just sort of kicked my schedule all over the place. So anyways, thank you so much. I'm going to drop this in a bit. I don't know who is going to be in the chat, but thank you in advance to any of our moderators, or all who will be there: Lydia, Church Nelly, Carrot M, Cookies and Cream, and Black Queen. Thank you all so much again for keeping our chat safe and wonderful and fun. And our wonderful Gold Star supporters, thank you so much. And our 2 Cents crew who support the chat, support the podcast on a monthly basis. You are rock stars. Thank you all so much for your support. So again, that's it, guys. I love you all. Have a fantastic time, and I will see you for the call-in tomorrow. Bye.